Hello gamers, and yes, I know what you're asking. Why is he doing another Yu-Gi-Oh review? Well, my loyal viewers, first of all, it's because I can, and more importantly, it's because Yu-Gi-Oh video games really just tickle my fancy. It's also because the Yu-Gi-Oh double pack for the Game Boy Advance is just a goldmine for the reviewer's appetite. Earlier we covered the first game in the collection, the Sacred Cards, and learned that it is somewhat of a spin-off of the original rules. We also learned that Yu-Gi-Oh games are probably better off without such an attribute. Yu-Gi-Oh! Reshef of Destruction is the sequel to Sacred Cards, and will improve a bit on where its predecessor had left off. As the main character, it's your job to first move around Battle City, battling each opponent that stands in your way, and advance through the world to become the greatest duelist the game has ever seen. But to do so, you need to keep some things in mind. This isn't the Yu-Gi-Oh! With which the world's greatest duelists are classically trained. This is an entirely different take, and one that you may not see anywhere else, let alone at the game shop. And it's certainly not for first-timers. In fact, I'd wager that noobs would run screaming from this game after about 20 minutes of gameplay, since such a game would act as a condescending slap in the face, let alone to seasoned duelists. No explanation of the element-based combat, and certainly no mercy. Let's say you tribute a weaker 1 to 3 star monster to summon Leogun, a badass beast type with Earth attribute. Wouldn't you know it, if Leogun is up against Jin the Watcher of the Wind, a wind-based monster with 1,000 less attack, he doesn't stand a chance in this game. Ever. Any wind-based monster could have 100 attack and it wouldn't make a difference. Leogun would lose every time. Period. Reshef of Destruction carries over the fact that if a monster has an elemental advantage over another, that monster will win every time. Even if the monster with the advantage is being attacked, it will still win, allowing for some very unconventional swings mid-game. In the words of Johnny Cochran, it doesn't make sense! Okay, maybe it does make sense, but if you were just taught the game in traditional style, the way every other duelist in the world understands it, the way that would benefit you greatly since the traditional rules apply about 99.9% more than Reshef of Destruction's or Sacred Cards rules do in the world, your head will be spinning until you read the instruction manual, which true gamers rarely do or get information online. Without a doubt, Reshef of Destruction was made for duelists who have seen their fair share of card battles or even played any of the World Championships for DS. But even this type of duelist will be disappointed in the limited style of play that most of all has no multiplayer capability. My thoughts about Yu-Gi-Oh! In general are as such. If you aren't playing against a friend or at a tournament, you should be practicing to do so. The real game has so much to offer, and can make for some good times ahead. If you're a beginner, don't waste your time with Reshef of Destruction. Get out to the game shop, buy a deck or one of the World Championship editions for DS, call your fellow duelists, and work on your game that way. Don't be fooled by imitators, even if it's still a Konami creation.